Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. I hope you're all doing well. So if you have seen my last video, I had unboxed the KZ ASTs, and these are IEMs having 24 balanced armature drivers, 12 in each ear lobe. And if you've not seen the unboxing, please check the link in the description below. So these are the earphones, and I promised you I will review these after I've used them for some time, and I've used them for almost a week now. I took my time to review these because I was comparing them with other IEMs which I have. This is the KZ AS10s which I purchased in 2017 from China, and these still sound phenomenal. Now let me show you the other ones. Then I have these are the KZ ZSN Pros. These are not the ZSN Pro X which you get now. These are from 2018. This I got in India only. These are very cheap. About now you get a latest version which is about 1700 rupees. This, if you get these still, then you get them for around 5000 rupees, and these you get for 13,000 rupees. So that is the price difference. Now, is it worth the price difference? Honestly, there is not much of a difference. I tried to compare these one after other, listening to the same song and different genres, again same song of the same genre, and for 3 days I was just listening to these headphones, and I can't find much of a difference. There is a difference. I had to find a difference for you guys. I had to find a difference, but there is a very small difference. Now let me tell you what is the difference. These are having one balanced armature drivers and one dynamic driver. So only two drivers in one and another two drivers in another. Against these are having 5 in one ear and 12 in one ear. But these are only balanced armature drivers. They don't have dynamic drivers in them. These are having one dynamic driver in each ear, which are your traditional dynamic drivers which you're listening to your headphones every day. Dynamic drivers actually push air, right? So they push air and create sound. That is why you get a very good bass effect with the dynamic drivers. Now you understand what I'm trying to say. These are having less bass boost than these. These are not for your typical bass head. No, not at all. But they sound slightly boosted on the bass side than these. Now this is having, the latest one is having one balanced armature driver dedicated for the lower frequencies or for the bass, and that is why this is having slight advantage or slight edge over the AS10s. Otherwise these two sound exactly the same. These two sound exactly the same, even if there are more drivers in this than this. So if you are trying to listen to a very natural sound, as if you are listening to a stage performance, then these are very natural sounding earphones. These are having slightly more bass, so drums will sound better in these than these. Okay, but these are also having good balanced armature drivers in these, and you can artificially boost the bass in both of these. This will get more boosted than this because this is having one driver dedicated for bass, okay, though it's a balanced armature driver. This is having one balanced armature driver which gives you all the highs and mids and vocals, and all the lower frequencies are covered by the dynamic driver. So this is the complete sounding IEM in my opinion. So if you are looking for a KZ, go for these. You don't need to buy these. You can just go for these and you will be extremely happy and satisfied. But if you want to hear something that is absolutely natural sounding, then you go for this or this. Now these are slightly smaller than these in your ear. So if you have a small ear, then you can go for these. If you have big ears, you can go for these. And the difference between this and this sound wise is, as I said, the bass is slightly more than this, ever so slightly. I'm not saying it's huge difference, but now because there are more drivers in this than this, and both are balanced armatures, so they sound very similar, but because of the bass increase in this, slight increase than this. It's ever so slightly increased than this. These will sound slightly better than these. If you have AS10s, don't buy these. It's no point. Don't buy these if you have AS10s. If you have ZSN Pros or if you have ZSN Pro X, I don't know how the X sounds, but these are phenomenal. So if you have ZSN Pros, I don't think you need to buy I don't think you need to buy any of these other two. Maybe you can buy the AS10 later, but you don't need to buy the AST. What is the advantage of this? Obviously, the bass is more boosted, and if you're using equalizer, you will even more boost the bass. And I'm not a bass head, but I love my bass, so I go for this. But I don't want to listen to bass. I'm listening to orchestra. I'm listening to something live. If I want to feel it live, like a stage in front of me, then I can use this and this. This will also give you the effect, but it's just having one balanced armature driver. Remember that. The sound will be slightly restricted. This is having the biggest soundstage. I don't know how. Maybe it has more room for the sound to move, or the design of the headphones is such that the positioning of the drivers is made perfectly. This is more congested. There are more drivers in this. This has a huge sound stage. If you want to listen to only string instruments like guitar, sitar, cellos, etc., then all these are good, but especially these two are much better. That is, if you have both of these or both of these, then you will find a difference. If you have just these are very good. These are very good. I want to give you an example how good these are. If you are listening to any traditional headphones, 15,000 rupees, and you climb up to a 10-story building, so that is kind of a level increase in sound quality you're getting. But when you listen to these, you climb a mountain. So forget 10 stories, you're climbing a mountain with this. That is the difference. Now you will say, what is the difference when you wear these? Now you already climbed the mountain, right? With this, you just take one more step on that mountain. That is the difference. And then what is the difference with this? On that step, you put a piece of paper and you step on that paper. So the thickness of the paper is the height increase from this level to this level. Do you get my point? I'm trying to say you have already crossed a threshold where your ear cannot recognize the difference in the sound. All these sound almost the same. Go for these. Now there is one more catch to this. These are having 5 balanced armature drivers and no dynamic driver. This is having 1 balanced armature driver and 1 dynamic driver. That dynamic driver is giving you all the boost of the bass, but just 1 balanced armature driver. Is there a solution to this? Yes, there is a solution. You can go for these. These are the CCAs. I had completely forgotten about these, which I have. These are CCA. This company is a sister company of the KZs, so it's not that different. Okay, it's almost the same. The drivers they use are of KZ, and what they have done in this is they are given 5 balanced armature drivers just like the AS10 in 1 year, and they are given 1 dynamic driver in this like the ZSN Pros. So now you have the best of both worlds. So you having, when you have these CCA 12s, these are CCA C12, can you see? So if you have these, then you are having both of these headphones. Now these are costing, I think, somewhere around 5,000 rupees, and these are costing 5,000 rupees. These are costing 2,000 rupees or less. If you're going to buy this and this, buy this one. This is just like the KZ's sister company, as I said, of KZ, so they are using the same parts, same drivers. Still, the soundstage of this is much better than this. Better than this, better than this. I don't know how, but at this price level, they have just nailed it. I can say that KZ have nailed it with this. If you're looking for a dynamic driver in a KZ, then you go for these. If you want more balanced armature drivers and a dynamic driver, then you go for, even there is a ZS10 in KZ. They make ZS10, which is having the most bass. Actually, the bass is more overpowering the other mids and highs, and these don't overpower the mids and highs. The CCAs don't. So I went for the CCAs. I would have gone for the ZS10, but I didn't go for that. I know the ZS10 have huge soundstage just like this. I don't know something about the KZs, but these are having huge soundstage. So that will be the only thing missing in the CCAs. Of course, again, if you have heard these and you have heard these, only then you find the difference of the soundstage. Otherwise, you don't find a difference. This soundstage is still better than your traditional headphones which you're using right now. Instrument detail is amazing. Sound quality is amazing. The mic on all 4 of these is fantastic. No issues. They are driven by your phone. You don't need an amplifier, you don't need a DAC, you don't need any boosters. They are very sensitive, all 4 of them. Remember one thing, when you attach these to your phone, turn your volume down to a minimum 1. Okay, put these in your ears, play your favorite song, and then you increase the volume as much as you want, because these are having very high volumes. Now these two are having chamfered edges on their trebles, so the trebles are not harsh at all. These two you can listen to for the whole day. Your ears will not get fatigued because there is no air movement of the dynamic drivers. The air is not pushing against your eardrums because there is no movement. These are having dynamic drivers, so they push air. Traditional drivers push air to create sound, and that can create fatigue in your ears. So you cannot listen to songs with these two for a long time, maybe a whole day. Maybe you will feel fatigue in your ears, but with these you can listen to. If you are having some critical listening to, go for these. Very flat. You can boost or decrease with amplifiers and equalizers however you want, and they respond phenomenally. They respond very well to equalizers. These two, they are amazing with equalizers. If you want more bass, boost the equalizer on the bass side and you will get it. These respond, both of them respond fantastic to boost for bass, treble, vocals, whatever you want, whatever kind of signature of sound you want, you can get with these. That any of these, but these are still much better because they're having more drivers in them. So that is why. And if you want that traditional bass, you want to hear the oomph in the bass, then you go for these and these. But these are having still slightly sharper treble than these or any of these. These are the most suited for your ears for long listening. Don't hurt your ears at all. These are having slightly shimmer on top, and they are having much clearer, crystal clear sound. It's again, compared to these are sharper. These are sharper than any earphones you have heard till now. You will hear things in the songs which you have never heard before. Anything you heard before, just hear it again and you will find some nuances in that. Same goes with this. This is also a detail monster. Just like this is a detail monster, and this is a monster comma beast. The detail that comes out of this sound, you will not hear all that. You have to be in a silent room, you have to be in a place where you can listen to only music. Then you will admire these two headphones, or then you can just go by with these, or these are the best. Under 2000 rupees, if you're getting these, go for these. But if you're doing some critical listening and long hours of listening, this is my suggestion to you. Or these. Only thing, these are bigger in your ear, these are slightly small, so that is a major difference. You have small ears, go for these. If you have big ears, you can go for these. Now there is a very important tip I want to give you. Most important tip. These are foam tips. These are not silicone tips. These are foam tips. The difference is there. You get KZ foam tips and KZ silicone tips. You have to buy these. If you are going to buy these headphones and you don't buy these headphones, any of them. They'll sound trash let me tell you, they'll sound trash. Then they'll sound like your ordinary headphones which you're using right now. Okay, these complete the sound signature. No one tells you about this, and I want to stress on this, that when you purchase these and you're not getting these, after you get these, don't put them in your ear. You will not like them, you will not like the sound, you will expect something more and you're not getting it. So it's better you wait for these. One more thing, both of your ears are not of the same size. Keep that in mind. You may need the medium of one and a large of other. One of your ear may have a bigger hole, so you may need a large. The other ear may have a small hole, you may need a small one. So don't be under impression that you have to use both small, both medium or both large. No. You try out all three in each ear and then settle on which is the perfect one for you. So they give the whole set, which is the right way to do it. Don't just buy all large or all small or all medium. That is not the way to do it. Try out all three sizes, and whichever suits you best in one ear will not suit you in the other ear. So you have to try it in the other ear also with the three sizes. And this is a very important tip for you guys. So when you order these, must order these. Okay, don't buy the silicone ones, buy the foam ones. That is also very important. So I wanted to be extremely honest with you guys with your purchase. If you want to purchase these, so these are the 4 I am having. So ZSN Pros, best if you want to listen to any kind of genre. Huge Soundstage, these are the ones. Bass boost is very good. Then if you are going for critical listening, then you can go for the AS10s, very analytical sound. You will enjoy the sound if you are listening it with the equalizers, DAC or amplifier, but all of them are driven very easily with your normal phones. Then if you want something of best of these two, then you go with this CCA C12s, 5 balance armature drivers and 1 dynamic driver. So both of these are in this. And then if you want something more expensive, you want the top of the line, then you can go for this. But I tell you again, you don't need to have these. You'll be extremely happy with these. Never forget this. This is a must have. Okay, so you have to purchase this with any of these. You cannot have these headphones without this. That's all I want to say. So guys, this is my honest opinion about these IEMs. Honest recommendation will be the KZ ZSN Pros. Now you get the X version and you can just stay with these. You don't need to go for any of these. This is not just a review of these ASTs. I have given a comparison. I hope you like this video. So guys, if you like this video, hit the like button, please share the video and please subscribe to the channel. And as always guys, enjoy and have a nice day. Thanks guys.